What is up and welcome back, and today we're going to be doing the unveiling of the new small home gym, and this has been in the works for quite some time, since November of last year. And I do have to give credit where credit is due. It's actually my older brother's idea to get this started, and me and him hand in hand, we've been working together with the concept, getting all the pieces in here and making them fit, and it works for us. It is very functional for our needs. As you can tell, the space is not all that big. It is a pretty small area, but we're pretty happy and satisfied how everything turned out. So we are going to give you a tour of everything. And as you know, I do play a lot of basketball, so this is going to work not just for weightlifting, but I am going to do some basketball training in here so everybody can check that out as well. Now, I do want to say that my older bro, Vic, couldn't be here today. He's been real busy with work and some interviews. We tried to schedule this unveiling maybe 3 weeks ago and 2 weeks ago. He just hasn't been able to make it. But he did tell me, go ahead, JP, and shoot the video so you can show everybody. So with that said, without further ado, let's get to the cutting of the ribbon. I have the scissors and everything ready to go. So let's proceed and cut the ribbon. Always wanted to do this as a little kid. Get this off my list. Cut the red ribbon. There we go. The gym is officially open. Going to be doing some workouts in here, maybe some lives. And we're open to all sorts of suggestions like always. And also I do want to say I am going to be doing an honorary dip. It was supposed to be for my older brother, but I'm going to do it in his name. Here we go. There we go. So let's get the tour started. So going to start off this tour by showing you the rack. This right here is a PR-5000 from Rep Fitness. As you can tell, I'm going to do at the end of this video, show you how everything progressed. We did start off just with 4 uprights, kept on evolving. Then we got the Lat-Pull down. You can see that right here in the back with the cable system. You load up the horns, and then you can do low row down at the bottom, or you can do the Lat-Pull down with the attachments right here. All sorts of cable attachments. We got some favorite ones that everybody loves to use. Then some more of the basic ones. Trying to keep everything organized. But definitely, yeah, PR-5000, very nice to put together, especially if you got a lot of room. You can add attachments to the side. In our case, the walls, the spaces are real small, so we have to be very creative how we use the space. This dip station we got from Rogue. My bro loves to do the dips. I did just notice I didn't place this evenly. This one's supposed to go right here for the beginning, for cutting of the ribbon, but still works, no big deal, right? Love this attachment. You can adjust it to different arm lengths depending on the person, or if you just like to challenge yourself with it being more wider or narrow depending on what you're trying to do. So this one's a very good one, very solid and sturdy. And so we don't have a whole bunch of room. The storage is very important. We can hang these up right here on one side, and then the other one like you saw in the beginning of the video. Again with the storage, we got the barbell right here. It is a shorter barbell. The walls are too narrow. We couldn't rack up the plates on the bench by using a regular bar. Same thing with the easy bar right here. Check it out. It's also flowing along the sides, doesn't get in the way of nobody when you're loading your equipment. I'll give you a tour of the back. We got all our bumper plates right here. Mainly we went with the ones with the metal ring in the middle, but we also have a pinnacle one right here. I'll do a review of that later down the line. And I do want to mention, again, because this area is very small, we have to be very creative. Let me back up so you can see what I mean. If we were to rack up all the bumper plates along the side, it would have been very hard to load them up while you're working out, because Then your elbows, when you're pulling the bumper plates off the side, your elbow might hit the wall. But in this case, we did go with the safeties that attach along the middle. Very useful because helped us really set up our bumper plates along the middle. They don't get in the way at all. Very efficient for our needs. Also, we do have the landmine right here. We do have a longer barbell stored in a different room. We just go ahead and grab it when we want to use it. Set it up to do the hack squat. I do love the shoulder press. I do have an attachment. The Titan Fitness linebacker. You could do shoulder press. I love doing shoulder press. So for me, that was a must. Give you a tour on this side. An area where you can put your keys, your wallet. We have 2 people in here, no problem, maybe even 3. Might be a little bit more squeezed in, but there's more than enough room. You know you have to have a whiteboard or something to track your progress. You can see right there. Also something for recovery right there. We do got the foam rollers underneath. The dumbbell section, gotta have the dumbbells. Those are very useful. You can do a lot of different exercises. The jump box right here, trying to jump higher. I play basketball. As you know, on my channel, I do a lot of basketball stuff. Going to be doing some exercises in here. That's my goal, to jump higher. Got the basketballs over here. Indoor ball, outdoor ball, then a heavy ball right here for basketball. That's a good core workout right there. You gotta have a timer, stay on track. You're not lifting too fast, so you're too weak and then you're failing, or you're not taking too long where you're starting to enter that fatigue mode. And some bands for resistance. Everything's all good. Gotta have the mirror, right? You can track your progress, see how well, if you're reaching your goals, your aesthetics. Then we have some lighting up top. And lastly, this section in the corner where you can keep some of your shoes for basketball, for weightlifting, some tools that we used. You got tying up some of the rack maybe, and then some towels, some cleaning equipment there as well. I also didn't want to forget to mention for the bench, we do have the black wing from Red Fitness. It is very versatile. It is somewhat heavy, but if you're in here pushing iron, then it's not going to be too bad at all. It's all part of the process. Give you a low view of it. Right there. Solid, doesn't move. So highly recommended. Very nice. Then also for the lights, we do have a remote control for the lights. Give it a little demo, quick little demo right there for everybody. They move where the receiver's at. So that's going to be the full tour of our small home gym. As you can see, we made it work with the space we have. There's not a lot of room, but we try to be creative with the space, make it work for our needs, keep it functional. We have a few more other surprises down the line, thinking about some other creative ways to use some of the uprights. Also, we got some space on the walls right here. We'll see, maybe we add some posters, something to motivate. And like I always say, I'm always open to hearing everybody's ideas, right? A lot of minds think better than one mind. If you have some ideas or some stuff that works for your gym, definitely love to hear about them. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a PR-5000. If you have a PR-5000 or PR-4000 or a different brand of uprights, how do you have it set up? Definitely want to see how we can figure out a few more things. But definitely happy with the progress. That's what it's all about, right? Just staying on top of it. Now we can work out a lot more easier, save some driving time to the gym, trying to be more healthy this year and also bodybuild. Maybe we'll eat a little better as well. So love to share some of this, maybe do a couple live streams, have some good conversations with everybody. But this is going to be the full tour, and big props again, like I said, to my bro Vic. He definitely helped me a whole lot. And also my wife, she allowed me to spend the time to build all this, and she's also part of coming down and working out. So we just all motivate each other, right? That's what it should be, right? So that's gonna be it for today, and I'll see everybody until the next one. Peace and much love.